again. We are traveling in a snowstorm.
I don't know what it is.
Every single time we head out to do a distillery tour, it starts storming.
This is a good one.
And yeah, this is a pretty good one. We just left our house, but I'll show you what it looks like outside. Yeah, so we are traveling for about 2 hours in this today.
Which will be 3.
Yeah, so that's why we left early. Away from Cooperstown. We've been driving in a storm the whole way, but we're almost there. But we're kind of going through this like windy road that goes next to the lake. Kind of see the water down there. We're up really high. There you go. Right, we are here. We made it to Cooperstown Distillery. I think it's this yellow building on the left-hand side. All right, we're here at Cooperstown Distillery. Wet, snowy, rainy day, but we're gonna head inside. All right, so we're here in Cooperstown Distillery, and we're just getting ready to meet the owner. We just got here, we're a little bit early. Really cool in here. So we're gonna do a little tour, and then maybe head over to their other spot for a tasting, but should be fun.
We are just now 6 years old. In 2013, we opened in October. So we celebrated our 6th anniversary this past October, and we're entering our 7th year. We're expanding rapidly. We are enhancing our capacity fivefold with the introduction of 2 new stills. We are in the throes of a 7,000 square foot addition, which is literally going on even as we stand here in this part of the building, which will be our rick house, which will house approximately 1,600 to 1,800 barrels of whiskey. We will be releasing our first single malt, hopefully by the end of 2020. That will be also a distinctive feature of what makes us a special whiskey producer in the state of New York, in that we will now have a bourbon whiskey, 100% New York, a rye whiskey, 100% New York, an American whiskey, 100% New York, and a single malt whiskey, 100% New York. And not many people are doing that.
That's awesome.
This is our legacy bourbon, which is our premium bourbon. It's our upscale version of our alternate bourbon, which is our beanball. So this is 100% New York State product, all from local grains in Canajoharie. It's about 45 minutes up the road from here. This is a very unique mash bill, which is what makes the legacy bourbon distinctive. We're probably the only distillery that I know of, certainly in New York, maybe in the entire United States, that uses oats in their bourbon mash bill. One of our big tanks, it's sort of on its way out. It's almost done. A little bit of bubbling still. So these are our new stills. That is 5 times the size of the back one that we just looked at. This is our spirit still, finishing still that we've added. But when they're all working together, we'll be able to do 4 or 5 times the production that we're presently able to do.
So what's in this one again?
This is the rye mash.
This is the rye mash,
yeah,
okay.
This is 80% rye.
So this is a rye mash as well. And the smell is just, oh, it's that amazing smell.
We only do the single malt finishing runs in this. So our single malt we've determined already, as extraordinary as it tastes, that another contributable factor that we've narrowed it down to the fact that we only run the finishing run in the Carl. The ability to tweak our alcohol and to make kind of a finer quality in the cuts is attributable, of course, to the size of the still. It's a very small still. In the grand scheme of things, this is almost a toy.
Yeah, yeah.
But we make great spirit in this, and we will continue to use it strictly for our single malt. As you know, we get a head, a heart, and a tail cut, and we've transitioned already into hearts, which is the sweet spot, and you guys can taste this. So,
Watering fountain.
so it's sweet.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. You can see we use a number of different size barrels, 15s, 30s, and 53s. And as I said, everything that we do, we blend. We use Adirondack barrel up in Remsen, New York State barrels. He's one of the best coopers maybe in the entire.
I think that's the place that we were suggested to go
Continent.
film.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. That is the one.
So I've got two 16-gallon barrels. I've got a 115 proof distillate in here. This is going to be a rye whiskey in about 2 years or so. And this is basically the ins and out of what we do.
Okay.
Typically, smaller barrel ages faster. There's also a smaller surface area to volume ratio, therefore spirits age quicker, and therefore the proof can be lower and you'll still get a very nice extraction. Okay, go for it. To me.
I'm gonna So as you know, your viewers might not know, but all distillate runs clear. It's the barrel that gives you the beautiful color. So that is rye.
Now I see it says number 3 char. Is there rankings of chars?
1 through 5.
Okay.
And
Slow
we
way
like
down.
3s. 1 is the least amount
Slow way down
of
first,
carbon
and then
burn.
To me, it
It's
goes up.
called the Maillard effect. Okay, so at 3, you're right in the middle. Okay. In fact, on a 15-gallon, you don't want to go more than 3 because think about it. If that char's too deep, because it's about the amount of char on the inside of the stave.
Right.
If it's a 4, it's deeper. If it's a 5, it's even deeper. You can get too much extraction, too much charcoal, too much, caramelization, basically, which is also pretty cool.
and then give it all you've got.
Good enough?
Good enough?
Yeah, man.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
There you go.
Alright.
So we got rye whiskey, the year, the barrel number, and then we've got the barrel date in here. We got 2020, 2/18, so we know exactly
When it is.
when it was barreled.
Yep. So this is the malt,
This is single malt,
single malt.
because we can't make scotch in there, so we have to call it single malt.
I get a lot of caramel in the
Smoke
nose.
too. Did we do some smoke grains in this, right?
Oh wow.
Yeah, a little bit of apple, yeah.
Smoked a little applewood on this.
Smooth.
If I were to describe what I'm tasting, it's like being in a cigar lounge, leather sofas.
I get chocolate in it.
There's tons of
Chocolate.
chocolate.
Look at the color on that, though.
Yeah, I know.
This is
Unreal.
This is our American whiskey, classic American blue label. We 90 proof. Very soft. I call it a feminine style whiskey. It's not a cowboy whiskey because it's finished in French oak. It's got a ton of vanilla on the finished palate. So I spent some time in French oak. It's just wonderful whiskey. Really graceful.
That's a good one.
So you get a little bit of walnut and almond on the finish. That comes from that French oak vanilla character. Legacy. Our crowning achievement of whiskey until I think the single malt comes out. So this is what I want you to focus on, is what you're going to find in the middle palate, which is a creamy, sticky kind of profile that you're not used to. Because a lot of bourbons have a good beginning and a good end, but they don't have a good middle. Even great bourbons. This has a great middle from the oats.
Well, that's a good one.
It's 100 proof. Beautiful texture. It's got everything going on. Butterscotch, caramel, honey.
I'm just enjoying butterscotch right now.
But I definitely understand the creaminess on this one.
Yep.
Silky, creamy on the tongue.
It's got a creamy profile. It comes from the oats.
Yep.
I'm telling you.
I don't know if I'm accurate, I get a little banana in this
You
one.
do.
Yeah.
You're very accurate. There is banana.
Yeah.
A good bit of banana. What makes this Ransom Rye so special is that it's 3-component New York tier. New York grains, 100%. New York cooperage, 100%. And then the finished barrel is 100% New York Cabernet. Okay? It's actually from a Long Island winery called Roanoke. So this is 102 proof. It doesn't drink like that. It's 80 rye, 20 corn. Let me explain why it's not 100% rye. So rye is a very lean grain, not only in mouthfeel, but in conversions, okay? It's a little tough to get good extractions out of it. But more about the mouthfeel and the phenolics that come out of rye. So it's tight. It's called a tight grain. And so in order to open that up, that kind of feeling that you want from a good rye, I think it needs help. It needs to be massaged. And so I put 20% corn in. If it was 100% rye, you wouldn't get what you're getting out of this rye right now. It's beautiful rye. It's textbook rye. Pumpernickel, rye bread, caraway, black pepper. Spicy. Very spicy.
I get spice to it. I don't know if I get cherry in there at all, but there's like
There's some cherry.
There's a sweetness in there.
Yep.
Well, there's the corn. 'Cause
True,
it's
there's corn in there. Yeah.
And you're also getting cherry from that red wine barrel.
Yes.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yep. All right, so we're done at the distillery, but we're not done our tour because we're going to check out their beverage exchange, which is kind of like a retail shop slash bar. Yeah, it's where they do a designer bar where they do their, taste. I think they do tastings there as well as like mixed drinks and stuff. So we're gonna go check that out, which is in downtown Cooperstown. We're still in downtown, but this one is like right in the center of Cooperstown. And yes, we're gonna do that right now, which so hospitable. They took us out for lunch. Right, so we ate right there at Mel's. Is that Mel's? Where is it? Yeah.
The sign right on the corner.
Oh yeah, Mel's.
Mel's at 22.
Mel's. Right there is where we ate. Really good food. And then
Now we're
down near the flagpole on the right is where their beverage exchange is. Now they are coming to Saratoga, which I'm really excited about because Saratoga is very close to us. They're going to have a beverage exchange in Saratoga Springs. So if you're in the area and you don't get a chance to come out to Cooperstown, you'll be able to still get their products and visit their beverage exchange in Saratoga Springs. Okay, so this is the beverage exchange. It's nice in here. We wanted to give a special thanks to Cooperstown Distillery for having us out. You guys are amazing. We had such a great time. We are really looking forward to sampling all the goodies that you sent home with us. Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and subscribe to our channel and turn on that little notifications bell so you're notified whenever we post a new video. Thanks for watching.